Hello, this is Benny Sunshine, and I'm working on my all pink themed room. And yeah, I just really like pink, and it's not even my favorite color. Green is actually my favorite color. I wanted to talk about, I don't know, kids in childbirth. One day I do want a family and I want kids. However, I'm not in the position financially right now to do it. So I want to wait until I finish my degree because right now I have an associate degree in business that I got from Lake Sumter State College back when I was in Lake County. I have an associate degree, and I have about 2 more years, not counting the prerequisites that I need to finish my degree. And I want to be a social worker. So, anyways, I was just saying that a lot of people that have kids, I'm 26 years old, they were telling me don't wait too late to have a kid. But at the same time, like I said, I'm still trying to pay for myself, so I don't have the financial resources to pay for a kid on my own right now. So I don't get why a lot of people, it kind of seems like they want me to have a kid so I'll have it be in the same boat as them. It's like, just because you popped out a kid when you were 13, why do you want me to I don't know, have a kid now that I can't pay for? And it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, there's no rush for me. I don't feel any rush to have a kid until I'm financially ready to be able to afford the kid. And I don't get why it seems like more the people with kids usually tell me this, like, don't wait too late to have a kid. Well, I'm not going to wait too late. However, I feel like it'd be more it'd be better for me to have a kid when I had the financial resources to pay for it. Everybody thinks that it's okay for me to just, I don't know, have a kid just so I can say I have a kid even though I don't have the resources to pay for it. Everyone's just like, don't wait too late, but I'm literally not, I'm going to try my best not to put a kid out into the world that I don't myself have the resources to pay for. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, it's like, just because they had a kid, and a lot of these people who are telling me to not wait too late to have a kid had kids when they were like in high school. I didn't want to be like that. That was my primary motivation for not having a kid when I was in high school. It just seems like they just want me to be in the same boat that they're in, struggling, trying to feed their kid and do all this other stuff. But me, I refuse. I'm going to try my best not to have a kid until I am financially stable and ready to have a kid. Like, I can take care of myself right now, but I know I don't have enough right now to provide for a kid because I'm still working a part-time job, and when I finish my degree, that's when I'd like to have a kid so I can provide for the kid and, get its needs and wants the best I can. I think it's selfish to intentionally bring a child into this world when you don't have the resources to pay for it. I'm not saying when you're pregnant that you should have an abortion. I'm not saying that at all. I mean, that's up to whoever. If you want to have an abortion, that's your choice. I'm not saying I'm for it or against it. All I'm saying is, while I have the ability, while I'm not pregnant now, I'm not going to intentionally try to have a kid, and I'm going to take precautions not to try and have a kid until I'm in a position where I'm financially able to take care of it. And I don't mean relying on a man. Like, it'd be great, to have someone to start a family with, but my focus is somewhere else right now. Like, even if that relationship, everybody would like to think that they're with someone forever, but obviously we have a divorce rate, so forever isn't promised to us, and our partners aren't promised to us either, and it doesn't mean it's going to work just because we want it to work, the relationship. That's what I'm talking about. The truth of the matter is that just because you're married to someone, it doesn't mean that you can't be divorced. And what I'm trying to say is, I want to be able to care for the kid whether I'm with a man or not. So I've been intentionally trying to take all the precautions I can not to bring a child into this world that I can't care for, should it come to that, by myself, if I end up splitting from the father. So I don't get why people keep trying to tell me don't wait too late to have a kid when I'm not in the financial bracket that I want to be in to care for a kid. I'm not going to have a kid until I know that I'm going to try not to have a kid until I'm financially ready to have one. So I try to be as responsible as I can as far as contraceptives and all that stuff go. And I'm not really out there like that anyway. Like I really don't just have sex with I don't have sex with random people, you know. But, you know, I just don't understand why people keep trying to tell me don't wait too late to have a kid when I don't have everything that I need to provide for a kid yet. I kind of feel like I think it would make them feel better if I had one just because they're not able to care for their kids in the way that they want to. I think it would kind of make them feel better if I were having a kid and struggling like they were, because usually when someone tells me not to late that or don't wait too late to have a kid, they're usually struggling and all this other stuff. So I don't get why they're so worried about my ovaries when they have a kid that they need to take care of. So I understand literally I don't want to have a kid in like my 50s, obviously, but at the same time I refuse to bring a child into this world that I can't care for should my husband, when I get one and I divorce. Like, I want to be able to be financially set so I can give that child the best life that I can give it and provide for it and be able to meet all its needs and maybe some of its wants and provide a few luxuries for the kid. Seriously. I just want to be able to be a good mother to the kid and be able to provide and give it food and, you know, clothes and send it to a nice, decent school in a nice area. But I just don't get why people keep trying to tell me, oh, don't wait to have a kid. I'm 26 years old. I'm not that old. I realize I'm not in my prime like I used to be, but I'm not too old either. But I'm not just going to put out a kid just to have one. When I have a kid, I'm going to try my best, because I know things happen, accidents happen, but I'm going to try my best not to have a kid until I'm in a steady career and I'm not working a part-time job, which I am now. So I feel like it's selfish when you aren't being responsible when you're out doing whatever you do with whoever you're doing it with, and then you bring a child into the world and you can't care for it. I feel like it's selfish to not take precautions to make sure you don't get pregnant when you get in that type of situation. Like, I feel like it's selfish to at least not try to prevent an unplanned pregnancy if you don't have the resources to provide for a kid. I don't want to have to rely on government assistance to care for my child, so that's why I'm trying my best. I know accidents and things happen, to try and take care, like, to try and make sure I don't have a kid before I'm financially ready to. And I'm not coming down on people who have had kids and they have to rely on government assistance or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm trying, like, making a conscious effort not to bring a child into this world that I can't care for without government assistance. I just really feel like if you're going to be more responsible, then I feel like you'll wait until you can care for the kid just in case you don't stay with the father. I mean, I know there's child support and all that other stuff, but I don't want to have to rely on any of that to take care of a kid in case the relationship with the said individual ends. I want to be able to care for my kid no matter what. So I think it's selfish, actually, to not take contraceptives and to not, try and prevent a pregnancy when you know that you don't have the resources to care for the kid. That's just how I feel. I mean, even if I had a kid in the worst situation, I would try and find a good family or home for it to put it up for adoption if I wasn't, in the position to care for it myself. I'd try to find a good home for it and have an open adoption so I could still have a relationship with that kid. But I want to wait and hold off on having a kid until I'm financially ready, until I can care for the child myself without any government assistance. And even if the father would have to pay child support. Like, even if he didn't pay child support, I still want to be able to take care of my kid. And that's what I'm working towards. That's why I don't have any kids right now, because I'm not able to care for a child without struggling on my own. So I want to give that child, my future child, the best life that I can give it. So I want to be, after I finish my degree, hopefully, or maybe even before then, if that's even possible, I want to be financially ready before I have a kid. But everybody keeps telling me, don't wait too late, don't wait too late, don't wait too late. And most of the people who tell me that are people who had kids when they were in high school. Like, seriously. I don't understand why they're worried about my ovaries. That's why I titled this video, Leave My Ovaries Alone, because I'm not going to have a kid until I'm ready. I don't care what anybody else says, because I really want to be able to provide for my kid. And I'm not saying that they're saying it to try and make me unprepared for the future. However, it does kind of seem that way, because I'm just doing me right now, and I'm not worried about it. I'm just focused on finishing school and working and saving up my money for the car, because you guys, by this time, if you watch my video, you know I take the bus. So I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row before I make the decision to have a kid. And yes, ideally, I would like to have a kid with someone I was married to, but you know, everything comes in timing, I guess. But like I said, I don't have anything against anyone that has a kid now that is using government assistance, because I've had to use food stamps, and I'm using food stamps right now. And when I get to the point where I don't have to, then I'll get off it. So I'm just saving all of my money, and I'm just trying to live the best way that I can and provide and make sure I have a good, strong future moving ahead. And I want my future kids not to have to struggle or worry about anything. So, pretty much the video in short, the point I'm trying to get is, I'm not going to have a kid until I'm financially ready to have one. I don't have to rely on anybody to take care of that kid. I don't have to rely on a man or anything like that. I'm just trying to wait until I can hold my own financially to have a child. So this is Benny Sunshine. I am trying to create my all pink themed room. So as you notice, the pinks from the pillow, and my bedspread is pink too. I would show it to you, but it's not made right now, and I don't want it. I don't know. I just don't want to put it out there right now. And I'm going to get a pink curtain. The whole room is going to be pink except the walls. And pink isn't even my favorite color. Green is my favorite color. I know that that sounds weird to some people. I just like the way pink looks. But yes, this is Benny Sunshine. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.